Hello, I'm Nostradamus, and this is another edition of Phone Age News. In this programme, I'll be bringing you lots of information on loads of shit that's going on around the world, plus an update on the sulphur dioxide emissions in Siberia. I'm going to start over on the west coast of the United States, where we've got this headline reported on the Watchers. Ooh, tickly throat, tickly cough. Unusually strong winter-like storm dumping heavy rain on California below normal temperatures. See the storm system just moving in. It's from today. Unusually strong storm for the time of year is affecting the western US, dumping heavy rain and snow. Many cities double or triple their normal precipitation for May, which is normally a dry month. First of 3 expected waves of rain to hit the region over the next 7 days. Locally heavy to excessive rainfall is possible. Much lower temperatures. Oh, there's some figures. So we're going to have a look at the GFS model for the coming days on tropical tidbits. This is at the moment getting some really lashing it down there. We're going to get in slow, then it dries up for a bit, and then the next system comes in. That looks really heavy. Lots and lots of rain. And a lot of the reservoirs around there are already full. But the water management teams say they've got everything under control and there's nothing to worry about. Where's Keith Harris when you need him? I thought I'd take a quick look at flooding around the globe as the summer of storms gets well and truly underway. So I've gone over and found this little site called Floodlist. 15th of May, Croatia and Bosnia, emergency declared as rivers rise. Winds up to 70 kilometres per hour. They've had a proper storm there. All over Central Europe, this storm's hit. Italy, evacuate. This is after it's gone there after it's finished with Italy. Evacuations and rescues after floods and landslides in the north. Heavy rain in northern Italy last few days. Rivers break their banks. A couple of days ago, USA, flooding prompts Mississippi and Louisiana to declare state of emergency. Indonesia and East Timor, Cyclone Lily causes flooding and wind damage. Romania, flooding in 11 counties leaves homes, roads and bridges damaged. The whole planet's going underwater. I'm building a fucking army for when we get it here. Flash flooding hits the South US. Paraguay, emergency declared after floods worsen in south. Emergency, emergency, it's everywhere. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Oh, and then we get back down to Fanny. Interesting one that didn't make the flood list was Japan. This is from the Mainichi. From the 13th. Once in half a century, torrential rain lashes Okinawa island of Yonaguni. Yonaguni. We fucking live there. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued a heavy rain and flood warning for the island of Yonaguni in Japan's southernmost prefecture of Okinawa on May the 13th, saying that the town was being lashed with rainfall on a scale seen only every 50 years. Let's see the rainfall totals here. Residents should be on their guard against landslides and flooding in low-lying areas as a result of the rain brought by a stationary front. 276 millimetres in 3 hours. That's... how many inches an hour is that? 25 millimetres is 1, 4, 8, 11 inches in 3 hours. Nearly 4 inches an hour. Good God. 109, over 4 inches in 1 hour. Highest ever recorded in May. I presume that's the highest recorded ever. Bloody hell. Not half pissed it down there. And they was expecting another 120 millimetres yesterday. And now some news from the British Bullshit Corporation. Plague deaths. Quarantine lifted after couple die of bubonic plague. A quarantine imposed in Mongolia after 2 people died from the bubonic plague has been lifted, allowing a number of tourists to leave the area. It's been in lockdown. The Mongolian couple contracted the illness after eating the raw meat of a marmot, a type of rodent. The dirty bastards. They got no food. Must be delicacy. Following their deaths, a 6-day quarantine was declared on the 1st of May in Mongolia's western Bayan-Algi province, bordering China and Russia. "118 people come into contact with the couple, given antibiotics. It's always lurking, all these old diseases lurking in the background. We had a case in 2017. 22 deaths since between 89 and 97. United States still has cases of the disease. 12 dead since year 2000. The Black Death. Fancy eating marmots. Well, marmots. You either love them or you hate them. This story's from the Mail Online yesterday. Mexico City declares a pollution emergency. Emergency, emergency, and tells its 9 million residents to stay indoors with windows shut as smoke from wildfires chokes the streets. "21 million shrouded in smog as citizens go on with their routine in face masks." It's just been so warm there and dry. And they've got bushfires going, setting off all round. And then you've got all the millions of cars. All adds up. sun sets over Mexico City on Tuesday, painting the smoke-laden sky an ominous deep red. Authorities have declared an air quality alert over high levels of soot particles from wildfires around the city. He looks like a surgeon. World Health Organization recommends a daily mean air quality guideline below 25. New Delhi averages 113, but it's been 158 there. Ordered cars off the road. Not so good, ain't much good, is it? Ah, thick that. Blood red sun. Bad that. Terrible. Right, she's had a bit of Botox. Gone wrong. That surgeon needs to sort her out. Oh, what have we got next? From the Washington Post. It was 84 degrees near the Arctic Ocean this weekend as carbon dioxide hit its highest level in human history. Bloody hell, that's a surprise, isn't it? I wonder what's causing that. Oh, heck. 29 degrees C. Wish it was that fucking warm, eh? It's been bastard freezing. Oh, just murder some chocolate. Reporting on Greenland. The ice melt season's begun a month early. Well, I showed that. And it's still warm there. Highest levels of carbon dioxide in at least 800,000 years and probably over 3 million years. We're doomed. Doomed, I tell you. Right. Not only is the Greenland ice melting 1 month earlier than it should be, but the atmospheric methane concentrations is also showing signs of increasing earlier than what it should be. I have been inputting satellite data into the Doomatron since early March, and based on a 3-week moving average, we have this graph, and it's showing it was dropping like it should be doing, and it's supposed to pick up midsummer. And see, we had a bit of a jump of methane at the turn of the month, and then it went back down. But during the last few weeks, it's showing signs of going up, and I expect this trend to continue. I share my findings with Margo. So if you want to see a more detailed analysis, then please check out the link below. Coming up next is my update on the sulfur dioxide emissions in Siberia. But first, a word from my sponsors.
Opium runoffs of opium. Is climate change getting you down? The sixth mass extinction? giving you grief and despair? There's no need to worry. Try magic mushrooms, containing only natural ingredients like no-biocystin, biocystin, and psilocybin. They're guaranteed to put you on a high. Only available on the dark web.
HaveAHappyChick.com. So here we are in northwestern Siberia. As you can see, this is the very latest data on Null School. The winds are quite light today, and we've got a figure of 1,237 micrograms per cubic meter going on right now as we speak. Just check to see if it's been updated. What have we got now? The wind's picked up slightly. Quite difficult to pinpoint it as the wind changes. I don't anticipate it's changed much from before. Where are we? Perhaps it's gone down slightly. I checked yesterday, it was 700 and odd continuous yesterday, all day. 860. It's dropped down a little bit as the wind's picked up. It's just ongoing. Ongoing. I don't think we're going to get higher than 860. What was it? So, the place I've marked as ground zero is the point where I found all the sulfur dioxide emissions to be emanating from, which I showed in my last video. Now, on the 11th of May, there was a 4.8 earthquake, less than 120 miles away. This is a highly unusual place for earthquakes. They normally happen way, way to the south. This earthquake was reported by various authorities, but something else has happened more recently. If you go on to the back-end seismology page, this report shows all the earthquakes from all the different reporters, and you see here on the 15th there was another one, north central Siberia, Russia, a 4.9. So I went and had a look where that was. Just zoom out. Bear with. Quite a way away, but it's still a very unusual place for earthquakes. It's down here. Now, most of the earthquakes are along here. Don't usually get them this far north. And if you look at the topography of the area, this is the Siberian Craton. This is the edge, the lake. I think the lake marks the southern boundary. But I don't need to show you that picture again of the diagram of the craton, because you can visibly see it just looking at the ground. So this is where the sulfur dioxide is coming up at the northern edge of the craton. This earthquake happened right on the northwestern tip of the craton, and now this one's happened halfway along the western edge of the craton. and very unusual place to have earthquakes. I believe the whole craton's destabilising. I think it's to do with the thermofrost melting. The whole thing is destabilising, and I believe there's ancient pockets of gas beneath the surface, and they're finding the way up. So I'm expecting more bursts of gases to come out, plus more earthquakes, especially as the summer rolls in. We've got as I showed, we've got a lot of warm air to the west, and that will eventually move over. It was 86 degrees, was it, in Sweden, northwest Russia? At the moment, all this is abnormally cold, and has been for some time, but that will change. A big cold pattern of air held in place. So I'm just going to have a quick check now, see if anything else has happened while I've been on. Refresh this. Are we up to date? No, we're still on page 4. Most recent. Oklahoma, 3.4. And we had a lot of large earthquakes last few days. 7.5 was it in Indonesia? Probably due to all the electromagnetic radiation coming from the sun at the moment, setting them all off. But nothing in Siberia to report. But I'll keep everyone up to date. Try to enjoy what little time you have left as this world descends deeper and deeper into chaos. And remember to keep marmots off the menu. Till next time, goodbye.